Hi everyone, welcome back to another craft with me. So I wanted to share some how to turn some junk mail items into some beautiful pieces of junk journal material for your journals. And I just thought I would pop on the camera and share how I created this. So let's get started. Let's do the pocket first. So this was just a mailer here. I blocked out the address and stuff, but this came with something here, and I just loved how it had the opening here. And so basically I made this with a piece of wallpaper, actually. And then this here is a pocket from a die cut, like a dial a flower, I believe, or dial a plant. And I just stuck on a couple little images here. And then I made this card to tuck here. So I made a kind of a double tuck spot with this promotional ad that I got. And then here I made this card here that I can journal on, and this on the inside. So that is what this one looks like, and you could definitely tip this in a journal or paper clip it, or however you'd like to use it, but it's just an idea of a way to use these, because these are great templates to help you create. So let's take, I think I can use this book page. So this is a book page out of a vintage book. It's Nursery Rhyme and 10 O'Clock Scholar. So, or you could use some big pieces of scrapbook paper or any type of paper that you would like. So basically I took the, I had that like gummy, really rubbery glue on it. So I separated it. I just took a piece of scrapbook paper, piece of scrap, and went over the top of it so that it wouldn't keep sticking, because the stuff was just awful to get off. And then I did the same thing with this adhesive that was here. So now I have basically my template. Kind of easy peasy. But if you want this to be the front, then basically I would be cutting off his head here. If we went this way, sometimes what I do is I stick this behind it, and then I lift it up to my window, and I could see my outline of what I would have. Basically, this would cut off a little bit. So if I raised it up, I'm going to cut more of her head off. So basically, I can't use this one, because if I want all of her bonnet to be on the page, I'm going to have to come up with something else here or piece in, and I didn't want to do that. So let's see about maybe having the little boy in the picture. So let me just hold this up to the light here. So I definitely would be able to have this little boy in the picture on the front of this. This would cut out down here, so it'd be kind of like this. So it'd have a little boy here, and there's this dunce hat, and it would fold over. But I'm not sure I like that either. So maybe we'll just do a wallpaper piece for that one. Or I can just use plain pink paper, and then we can go from there. But I really wanted an image, and I really liked how the wallpaper feels on this. So let me pause the video for 1 second and grab some wallpaper pieces, and we'll go from there, because I thought I could use this, but it just isn't going to work out. I mean, this would have been beautiful for the very front, but it would cut off her head there. I'm just not sure. Well, I know it would cut off her head, so it would look like that, and she would be gone, but she could be on the inside as well. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, even though I'm going to cut it here, I can put this paper on the inside so it does look like one cohesive picture. Okay, let's try that. I'm just working on the fly here, so what I'm going to do is, there's a natural fold to this page already, and if I went below it, you're going to see this crease line. So if I hadn't have folded the paper, which I had folded it for storing it. So what I want to do then is, I want to go backwards, because I don't want to write, nope, that's not going to work either. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. So let's just put that in there and get my pencil, and I am just lightly going to trace with my template. So I'm just going to trace with my template here, right on around. Okay. So that's where it would be. Let's take my scissors and let's cut this. And I'm cutting just before the pencil mark. And I can always erase any that's there. So that's pretty good. I got just a little mark here, which I will do some distressing on the edges. Okay, so now I am going to use my Recollections. This has a scoring blade and a cutting blade, so I'm going to use this to score, because I want to score on this line here. So I'm just going to make a pencil mark, and I want to score this on that line there. So I'm just going to score it there. It's okay if it folds over, because it will make it stronger. Okay, so now I have that, but I want to put her back in it so it looks like she is completing the picture. I'm just going to trim that a little. I had a little bit of... So let's just kind of playing around here. Let's see how I want this to look. So I bring it here, a little bit farther. I just want it to be right on the line. Oops. Perfect. So let me get rid of this little line here. This is going to be glued up here. So let's take my so make sure again that I have that right. Yes. Okay. So let's put some glue here. And it's going to go all the way across. And then I want to put some on here. And then we're just going to work with this. So let's put that back. You don't have a whole lot of time with the art glitter glue. So I want that on there like that. Now I can go and let's see if there's there's a little bit underneath here. Just stick some glue there because I want that to be solid. Okay. Now I think I want the cock-a-doodle-doo to be on the back, so let's trim this off here. Let's make sure this is glued down good. Okay. Just gonna trim this. I'll put this in my scrap. Alright, so, and I really like this rough edge, so I think I'm going to keep it, actually. I'm sorry, let me zoom down just a little more. So I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, put some glue there. Now, this one here, I added this flower here and I just kind of added like a magazine cutout here. And this was a magazine cutout to make a little tuck spot here for this one, you know, to make a double one. And then the tag went in here. So on this one, let me put this back in the picture so you can see it. This one here, I'm almost thinking, okay, I need to glue this down here. I had to glue the inside, this piece down. Okay, so now I have what looks like a continuous, let me find something to stick in there so I can see how it feels and looks. This is just something I have. Okay, so the tag will fit in here like this, or whatever piece of ephemera I'm doing. I just want to make this a little more sturdy here, so I'm going to add a little more glue on this corner because this will be lifted a lot here on this corner. And then I grab this and do a little bit of distressing. I should have probably did that first, but nope, works just fine. So And I really like that torn edge, so I want to keep that. And then I'm just gonna grab that edge there. All right. So let's darken this a little more. This side. All right. So now I have my page, or my tuck spot here. Now I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do another tuck spot here for like a little mini tag, or if I want to make this a two-way tag, because then it could be a short tag here. You know, if I did it, say if my middle was here, I could have a short tag, a smaller, I should say, not a short, but a smaller tag. Let's see if I got one handy or something I could just do short. Let's see. So look, if I had a short tag here and then a short tag here, that's not a very good example, but I'm just grabbing what I have handy. Okay, here's an old. So I'd have a tag here and then a spot here. So this also could go in the middle of a journal and be folded. So then it would be a spot here and a spot here, and then you see the back of it too, if you wanted to sew it into a journal, for instance. Yeah. So I think I might do some sewing around this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I sewed around the edge here, and so we have the pocket so far like this. I did end up closing the end, and then on the back side is the Cock-a-Doodle-Doo nursery rhyme. Okay, so now I'm looking to make a tag that will fit all the way in here. So I have a piece of file folder, which is always good. It's sturdy and it's long, so I will be able to cut it off, and I think I like this edge here, so I would want it to, and this is kind of thin for it to fit, but it's okay. I'm fine with that. I don't like tags that are so wide and thick. Like almost this one I'm not happy with, because it, you know, it fits, but you know, you have to finagle it. I don't like that when that happens. I like items to be able to move freely. So I'm going with a thinner one, and I want it to stick out maybe like there. So I will cut it right here on this natural fold line of the file folder. And then I found this book page out of another nursery rhyme book, and it's perfect for the image to go on here because it's long and narrow. So the other side will be the journaling spot. So let's tear this down. And by the way, I have a decal edge ruler. Oops, there we go. Decal edge ruler by Creative Expressions, and I bought it online if you would like to know. I searched and searched for the most reasonable one but good quality one. This is pretty thick, and it has two types of edges on it, plus it has the ruler measurements. So let's just rip this down about right at the edge of the words. and this is a cute image, so I will keep that. And I think I kind of like the torn edge on both sides, so let's tear it again. Let's do it this way. Whoops. I like tearing the edge that has the most paper over here for me to grab. So let's tear it right along here. Okay. So we have all of these children sleeping, or no, it's actually one child. It's like a movie projector, I guess, of images. And then, of course, let's trim the top so it's a little more organic. So let's tear it off about right there. And I can still use this image here. So let's glue this down. Oh, first let's do a little distressing on the edge just to make it more prominent looking. And by the way, I keep my Distress Oxide here. I glued a cork on the top so it's easy to take on and off, because, you know, it doesn't give you much edge here to, you know, put that on. So I just thought it was easier. It's just a little craft hack that I did. And then I took this votive glass, and that's what I keep my stopper in. And then I have it labeled vintage because that's the vintage photo. And then I just keep my dauber in here right on my organizer. And then I have another one for the rusty color and so forth. So I just thought I would share that with you. So let's take my art glitter glue here and just put a small bead around the edge. And let's stick that on there. Perfect. So now we have a nursery rhyme image here. Let me put my topper back on. And I made this with some flowers so that it's actually pretty to look at when it's standing up, and it keeps it from, you know, getting hard. Alright, so now we have our tag. We have a spot on the back we can journal on. So there we go. It almost looks like you can still see her behind it with her dress. Oops, sorry. So I like that. So that fits in there nicely and goes all the way to the end. And it has the edge. As a matter of fact, let's distress the edge here a little bit on the file folder tag. It's oh, wait a minute. You know what? I want to round the edge because I don't like pointy edges when it comes to sticking something in. I like kind of rounded edges. Like I said, I like the ease of getting something in and out of the pockets. There's just nothing more than struggling with trying to get something in and out of a pocket. Okay, so now we've got that in there. All right. Okay. Now, I wanted to make an outside pocket somehow with something here. And I found this book. This is the a great big book of bedtime stories, and it has lots of beautiful, beautiful vintage pictures. So let's thumb through here and see if I can find a farm related, since this is, you know, the cock-a-doodle-doo nursery rhyme. So it has the chicken or the rooster with the girl, and of course this is the poem on the back. So let's see if I can find an image sort of like this, how I just did a random, you know, cutout or some words on this one. I want to put maybe here, and then it's also a little tuck spot, or maybe even like a belly band type tag I could put there. So I'm not very good at crafting and talking at the same time, so I don't know if there's an index in this one. Is there an index that tells the stories? No, because I'll see if I can find some farm stories. These are all, God, aren't these images just beautiful? So let's see if we can find something that will give us a farm image. Here is a chipmunk, although I'd rather have it colored, but I could do a band of something. Whoops, a band. Let me zoom out, sorry, so you can see the book. Could do a band of something like that. So this is kind of water. We don't want water. This is a circus. Not really want a circus image. Here's some more underwater. Here's a music one with farm animals and whatnot, but let's see. This is kind of, yeah, it's Animal Orchestra. Here's another water one again. Here's trains. This book is just beautiful. This is the Little Red Caboose story. Here's wheel on the chimney, but that's seagulls. Oh, look at this. So this would just be absolutely beautiful to cut out and put in. Let's see. Here's a grocery store one. Okay, so here's some more chickens. Let me just see here. Make way for the throughway. So here is some chickens with some flower pots and another chicken here. So let's put a bookmark in here. I might use that unless we find something else, because I don't want really big images. Oh, here's a rooster one, but there's a dog and a rabbit. I think those images are too big. So this is the 7 sneezes. So here's a bunny also, but it's facing the wrong way because I want something facing this way. There's a bird. This is kind of jungle animals. Oh, here's a farm one here. Let's see. These are too big though. These are too big. I could fussy cut this duck out. Here's the rooster, another one. I could fussy cut this out. But I think I like this better so far. There's another one up here. There's also a pig. What was this one? The Happy Man and his dump truck. So let's see if there's anything else. There's the fire engine story. Oh, here's some more farm animals. But again, they're facing the wrong way. This one is. Oh, that's cute, but that's really too big to go on there, and it would cover up the other rooster. Here is some corn with mice on it. Don't know if I like that. Oh, this would be cute. The mouse with a corn cob, that would be long here. And actually the corn wouldn't be too bad. So let's keep going. These are all together. Here's some smaller images. I think I am liking so far the three little bears. Here's some more images of farm animals. Other kind of. Here's another chicken. I'm almost kind of wanting a belly band. I kind of like that idea of having something long and sticking in between. So the corn on the cob is good, and this one here. So I can cut all the way over to here and here around her feet, and then I can have a small I think I'm just going to go with that. So let's, these pages in this book are so precious. And what is the copyright of this? So the copyright of this is 1967. So 50 years old, so I don't want to. So let's see if we can cut this or tear this out as close to the... Good. Okay. So let's cut this out. And I think I will cut it with my scissors. So I want it as long as possible. So let's just kind of rough cut it and go as far as his feet and kind of go around, go up here. You know what, the chicken's facing the wrong way now that I think about it. But I like this image though with the flowers and stuff, so let's just kind of go like that. I think I want this to go a little bit lower and then around his head. Okay. So, darn it, it is facing the wrong way, but I'm okay with that. So let's put this like right here, I'm thinking. So let's put this on some cardstock. I kind of like this, maybe a little bit of yellow poking around it. So let's ink this a little bit here. Thanks for joining me, and I don't know, I just thought I would share these ideas. Maybe this is something you know, if you're still with me, great. You know, maybe this is something like you're not interested in, or, you know, feel free just to, whoops, clogged up again. Feel free just to fast forward or whatever and go to the end, but I'm not the one to like talk very much during crafting because I'm focused on my crafting. I don't know, it's just I don't know. It's just how I am. It's hard for me to like zoom down now a little bit. It's hard for me to concentrate. I think I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge on here just for something different. Just kind of go around. Because this is going to be like a belly band, I kind of want it to be sturdy, so that's why I'm backing it. That's why I'm backing it onto this cardstock, because I'm going to be slipping something in and out of it a lot. So, alright. So now, let's do this edge again a little bit, just a little. Okay, so I just think that adds a little bit of color to it, and I'm just trying to, I think I want it right here on this brick wall because the brick wall is kind of plain. So let's put this here and do some glue on this side and this side. And let's put it kind of right here. It's like the chicken is kind of looking at these greens over here, wanting to eat them. So this is getting pretty thick now, which is good. All right, now I need to find something that we can stick a little tag through there that would be really cute. So I don't know if there's anything on here that I can use. So I'm just going to stick this page back in this book, and let's just make a little tag. So maybe I'll take, you know, just a little tag like this and stick in there. But let me grab a little something to stick in there. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a little pause and regroup. So I got this book out, My Fun with Learning. This is also another vintage book that is awesome for finding images, vintage images. This is actually 1991, but the images in them are very, very nice and vintage looking, even though it's newer. But look at the images in here. Very, very nice. So this one, I did find this little baby duck, and so I want to stick it on this tag here, and the duck fits on here just perfect. So, and this is a reused tag. This was like a tag from a garage sale. So what I'm going to do is just put some glue on here and put my little ducky. I have to hold it up to the light so I can make sure that he is completely on there. So I want to make sure he is on the whole thing. Okay, so he is on there. As you can see, the outline, when I'm pressing my finger on it, the outline of the card is on there. So now let's cut that out. As a matter of fact, it might just be easy to tear it right out. Yeah, just like a tear ruler, you know, it'll follow the edge because I did press it on there. Okay, and then let's tear it right off there and there. So now I can just round up, trim off my little edges there. Okay. perfect. All right, let's get rid of the scrap here. Okay, so now look at that. I have my little ducky image, and let me crisp up this edge here a little bit and get that out of there. All right, now let's darken him up too, so he's nice and dark. Sorry if you hear the dogs playing. Also, I need to punch the hole through, so I believe it is this size. So let's punch a hole. Yep, look at that. Perfect size. Okay, so now I have my little tag, and it will go right here behind him. So he'll be a little ducky. And then let me get a little piece of some string or something that would look really cute on there. And you know what? This is a farm. So let's do this little piece of kind of like burlap here. String, kind of like a twine. So let's do that. Stick that on there. Alright. And let's put that, oops. Let's put that through. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, did I get it all the way through? There we go. Okay. And I don't quite like it that long, so let's trim it a little. Alright, so now we have our little ducky tag with the white back that you can journal on. And let's stick him in the belly band there so he can poke out just a little bit there if you want, or however. And then, you know what, let's, I was going to poke a hole. You know what, let's do my badge tagger. So this is a badge like for like event badges or ID badges, and it makes a little slot like this. I got it on Amazon for pretty reasonable, maybe around $10. So now let me get some ribbon, or I have this kind of really fun screening, but I don't think I don't want to use that on this. So let's put that away and let me grab some ribbon. Okay, so I have a whole tub, like a metal basket that I keep all of my ribbon and string scraps in. So let's see what we can find in here to make this really cute. And you know what? I have some seam binding that so this is seam binding that comes in the foil, like not a foil pack, one of these, bias tape. So this is bias tape, and what I do is, because it's like, what do you do with it, right? But I get a bunch of them in my garage sale and, you know, bundle packets. So here, it looks like this, you know, so it's wound around your cardboard like this, you know, so it's straight. And what I do is I get a bunch of it and I just get it all wet, and then I tie it up into a tight ball, and then I just let it sit out to air dry, and it turns out to be like this. So it kind of has like these rough edges, you know, so I like that. Alright, so that was just a little tip, but I'm wondering if that would work good, or if I just did a plain piece, and it matches her dress actually, on this that's not, you know, like washed. And actually, look at that. I have a piece that is washed. Yep. Or what I call washed and dried, so it's more raggy looking. So let's stick this in there. I'm so sorry, my battery ran out. I thought I had a good charged one, but okay, so I'm not sure where it cut off at, but I did find this seam binding that was washed, and so the edges are kind of nice and frayed. So they're nice and frayed here. And I love it because it matches her dress. Okay, so now we have this tag here, and I wonder, oh yeah, it can go all the way in. Okay, good. So look at that. I made it so that it didn't go past there, but you could definitely pull it out. So we got a little duck tag here, belly band with some more chickens. I can tag it this way so you can see the chicken here, whatever. And then we have our tag here, and then when you pull it out, you can see her behind. So that is cute. All just from, and of course the back is like this, so it could be tipped into a journal also. So all of that just from using a junk mail template is how I got this idea. So it's so darn cute. I can't wait to put this in a journal. I'll probably put it in a little golden book, and that will be so much fun.